salvation, alas, was not readily to be had. First, we would require a land unvisited by the stain of corruption. An unprecedented journey lay before us, one beyond the limits of our fleshly bodies, and so we cast them off. Thus, stripped to our very spirit, did we find our new paradise. A land as pure as driven snow, Valisthea. There would the true work begin, for the black crept yet behind us. And soon did we arrive at a solution, the illness having spread to every organ. There was but one escape from this fate, to start afresh.
With a new world. The one for which Barnabas labored. A paradise free from the blight where his God awaits. And where, if we only forfeit our wills and abandon everything we hold dear, humanity can join him. So, Ultima would have us follow in the footsteps of the king.
And follow we shall. For now.
To forge a new world would require not only power, but a constitution strong enough to wield it. Acquiring the first would be simple. Untouched by the blight, Valisthea was replete with ether, and we had only to place jewels in her crown to claim it. Acquiring the second, however, demanded creativity. And so I cast forth the seeds of humanity.
You created us.
Is that not what gods do? We sowed the seeds for you, Muthos, all that you might one day blossom. And our future thus secured, we thought to slumber, though that would prove a grave mistake. For it was as we slept that man committed his greatest sin. He awoke. Alone in a world bereft of his God's radiance, he stumbled blindly, desperate for guidance. Finding no light, he sought to kindle his own. And from that single errant impulse was his will born. Having discovered himself at last, man turned his eyes inward and found he desired evermore that which only magic might afford. So wars were waged and brothers slain for custody over that dwindling resource. And the land, she wept tears of black.
He would condemn us for this. Surely he cannot be so blind to his own hypocrisy.
Not blind, just unwilling to admit the truth. Though we're one and the same. is that?
Ifrit, or what's left of him.
Long have our ashes lain cold for want of a spark. Cast your eyes upon them and see what you must become. Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being. The avarice of man drives her ever closer to destruction, but she may yet be saved by you. It is what you were born to do, why we nursed you and fed you, as your own mother should have. And now that you are fully grown, our Muthos, it is time at last for you to serve your purpose.
To right your wrongs. If our sin is wanting to survive, then you are as marked by it as we are. The fault is yours. Our wills were born because you abandoned us. And now, you would have us forfeit them. All for a place in your new paradise.
Do you imagine yourselves worthy of one? Mankind has no place in our world. Is this truly so difficult to comprehend? We only ever require you, Muthos, when the time comes to bid this wretched realm farewell. None shall follow, none shall remain.
What do you mean, none?
This is our world. Once the land's rebirth is complete, humanity will have served its purpose. Why would we continue to suffer that which has caused us so much vexation?
Because the land doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us all! What?
That is where you are mistaken. You own nothing but your precious will.
Brother.
I can't do this alone.
And you don't have to.
I grow weary of your dissent. Now you must learn that this master will not tolerate disobedience.
my friends, my family. We have all suffered, all fought to survive. This world may be flawed. It may be broken. But it's all we have. And if we can't share it, I see only one other choice. You have to go.
You may have created us, Ultima. But it's time we lived on our own terms. This isn't your world anymore. It's ours.
Bow down, offenders, hearts be stained.
To me, boy! Nice try.
Such foul attaint may not be sublimed through game standing. Only with heads hung low is penance paid. O wretched mortals incapable even of contrition, in fitting season shall we reap our harvest. Your insignificance.
Yeah. There's a good boy.
We will admit.
I can't go on.
Know your insignificance.
Nice try.
We will admit. Gifted this chance, and still you would raise your hand against the Lord.
What now? The darkness bends. He means to end us.
It wouldn't be the first time. But let's make it his last.
Your fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto us. Even for us.
A fine hand, foolish mortals.
fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto us. countless generations have we awaited this moment. Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin. Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
Tell me, Clive, how many lives have you saved since taking my name?
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
These are the wages of your will, son.
What good are our choices when all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try.
So why not leave it all behind?
Leave it all behind.
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts?
What if it could all just go away?
Just go away.
Clive! None of this is real. Wake up. It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother.
who you are.
Clive.
Once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield.
Look.
Ultima.
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Mythos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
Logos rise.
Damn it, Clive. Wake up.
That hurt.
Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will put an end this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken, and there shall you be made complete. Soon, Mythos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering. And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking. And back to their origin.
Bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill! Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here.
Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship! I will be with you anon.
Thank you. Tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
So what do I owe the honour? So, what'll it be? You can thank me later. Yeah, that should do you. Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. No scratches, right? That it? Fine.
Enthroned in sable skies, chaos in walls. From diverse hands a dawn is spun in crimson sin unfolds.
Is this the last of the mother crystals, do you think? Or could there be others buried out there?
9 already!
Is this the last of the mother crystals, do you think? Or could there be others buried out there?
There's nowt like a fuck-off crystal hanging over the horizon to sour your eel.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. Did you learn everything you needed?
First the skies, then the crystal. What next? The advent of Great Griga herself.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Sid's back, isn't he?
Forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastman.
Origin, he called it. And the origin of what?
What is it?
It's the end, is what it is.
Did you know that it was I who convinced His Imperial Highness to join you in stone here? All right, it may be that he was of a mind to do so already, but it was I who told him where you'd be. Did you know that it was I who could...
It's not often our entire merry flock returns home to roost at once. I expect I should be wishing you good luck.
There's something about it. I feel like it's calling to me.
What will it be today?
Allow me to educate you.
I have the details here.
Study it well, Clive. Thus ends today's lesson.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Best of luck out there, Sid.
All this time, my heart has wandered hither and thither in search of the perfect companion. When all along he was here, standing right beside me.
It couldn't have been easy for her making the journey from Ash. What with her belly so fat?
You'd be surprised at the lengths a mother is willing to go for her child.
Miss Shirley! Miss Shirley! I want to learn how to build an airship so I can fly up to the Dark Crystal and crack it.
That's very nice, Jocelyn.
Whatever should I write
but
next?
Perhaps you could start with your sums?
A love story, perhaps? But with a happy ending, of course.
Clive, if you need the Enterprise, just say the word. As long as the word isn't fly. Just can't do that. Yet.
That crystal certainly don't bode well. But just think of all the secrets it must hold. Here, if you're planning on going up there, come bring a bit back for me, could you?
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
What else could it be?
Nearly collapsed back there.
It's just a touch of the vapours. I'll be fine.
These skies are taking their toll on the hideaway, Clive. I can mend a broken arm, but a broken spirit is beyond my talents.
Ty's tea stopped the fits. I only hope they stay stopped.
Thank you, my lord, for taking me in. Everyone here has been so kind. It reminds me of home. Thank you, my lord, for taking me in. Everyone here has been so kind. It reminds me of home.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away. That'd mean the crystal is...
massive. Aye.
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck, then.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the Halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
Take as long as you need, Clive. Just don't take too long, eh?
Is Sid gonna deal with that?
What do you think that thing is?
It's a damn distraction, is what it is. Now back to work. Sorry, can't take you where you need to get to, but the Argo and me will be waiting when you get back.
You think they'll come back?
Ultima may have created us, But he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks the command, he knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Take as much time as you need, brother. Something tells me Ultima will wait.
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
Do you think they'll come back?
Of course they will.
Unless you've taught our chocobos how to fly, I won't be scouting this one for you, Clive. You're on your own, but not alone.
If there's anything special you fancy supping on before you go, I'd be glad to make it for you. As long as it's brown.
What can I get you, Sid?
Well, someone's in a good mood. Drink up, you lot. The next round's on Sid. Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Clive. Coin purse weighing you down? Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way. Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Is that all?
Back again? How may I help you today? Here's the latest information I have. Study it well, Clive. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. We shall go to each...
come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Something tells me this is no mere adventure story. What is it this time, Torgal?
Forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to East.
Clive, my Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved.
I would have done this.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state?
From what little I saw, you were right.
I suppose I should have, but I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little... Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are back. We must move.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies, and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that, in short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already. We begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of... But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one, Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you. You don't mind, do you, mother?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person... I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a stola?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent.
No. Don't worry, my boy. Rutherford is in Randalar this very moment, singing your praises to all and sundry. They'll adore you.
Ah, you all right? About that. Oi! Let's see. You off then?
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. Ah, yes. Indeed. Then go. I have a few new notes that might interest you. You wish to study the tomes?
Ah, Clive. This is it then, brother. Indeed.
You're wrong.
Of course.
Joshua, what's wrong?
I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin.
His will?
In the crypt, beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so,
I'm surprised anything survived it.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but...
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as
Very well. I am ready to leave with... Back to Tabor, then. Not to be reunited with Yote this time, but with Father.
Must we away? My decision is made. You said it yourself. He must be...
He must.
I await your word.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found... and something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a...
How did she come by?
Finding bearers always was her strong... And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her. Bearers with no one to look after them. When Ether started...
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust, and while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Walu, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than...
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception. But we travel together, and we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and...
Thank you, Sid. There... Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier. The thought of him held captive.
He must be very important.
He was.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit walls. We should head there as quickly as we can.
As do I, Dora.
How long has it been since the jailers of Balmung abandoned their charges? Without food or water, they won't last long.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what...
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the... As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability.
I don't mind, but...
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting... But scouting? We're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognise the traits in him that we should look for.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test?
One can never have too much...
Truer words. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
If you've got something to ask, ask.
No.
Is that right? Might be time to take a step back. But if it weren't for Sid, I know you'll do right by us, Clive.
Feeling ill? And no sooner have your wounds mended. While I may not have Gav's nose, that's what I'm worried about.
I do.
What I'd truly like would teach her medicine. Try to stay out of trouble.
His tea stop the fits.
Yes, my lord? His Grace and I. At first. It was my duty to him. My lord.
I am.
I do not doubt it.
Thank you, Yud.
May you return safely. Have care, my lord.
Thank you, my lord, for taking me in. Everyone here has been so kind.
All this time, my heart has wandered hither and thither in search of the perfect companion. When all along he was here, standing right...
What do
think happened?
Sid! You have...
With what? You didn't take...
No! Well...
It's Miss Midadol. She's been acting very strange.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a...
In the cloud.
That's what I said. In the cloud.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last...
Not long ago.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Midadol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can...
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
I will not let them be Sid.
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is... I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Cid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live.
You were a good friend, Herman, but the fact remains that Ash is simply...
Cid, please. Even should it...
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank...
You can start by telling me where I'll find this...
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plain.
All right. I'll see what I can...
May the mothers guide you.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Cid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Cid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf. Torn away from his icons and all. Cid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants...
Indeed. You miss Cid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you.
Where to then, Torgal?
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself ham gone bare.
Oh!
It's hardly everything.
will. I promise. You can count on me. Be seeing ya.
I did it, Sid. I made friends with all the animals in the hideaway. But you know what I'd really like? My own goblin. Or maybe a marble or a bomb. But only if it was a big one. That or a bander curl, but not a cactuar. They're too prickly.
All right, Torgal. I'm going to need a little bit more than that. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck. Why don't we try the rook? I haven't been to the island in... to Port Isolde. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
There's something about him.
It's still here. Lots smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. Oh.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold us.
If you're sure. We will hop in, boy. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal, for never giving up, for never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home. Sorry for the wait. We're ready.
What are you after? That all, is it?
What are you looking for? You're welcome anytime.
What brings you to the caravans today? When we fled our childhood home, I loved him. Did I tell you that was what he wanted? No matter how... The Dominion has fallen. The Crimson Caravans must set an example. It is our job to keep the hope alive. Take care of yourself, Clive.
Do you see that too?
There are many variations of the Zemeckis legend, but almost all agree that man was punished for presuming to set foot in the sanctum of the gods. Some describe it as holy, others heavenly, which is to say, of the heavens. Could it be that the baleful mass that now glowers over us is this very sanctum? Have the gods returned to pass judgment upon us once more?
It's not real. It can't be. I'm seeing things.
Papa, what keeps it in the air? Why doesn't it fall?
Don't you go tempting fate, girl.
What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop.
I'm scared.
It's all right.
Can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal. Oblige.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You are right. Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning, but I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart. It's a fucking Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now, we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. We will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of state.
I'm flattered. But I have other problems. What we need is a skill.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis, your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at